Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am that socially awkward gamer you probably forgot existed, otherwise known as PattyJack, and welcome to Hearthstone Card Reviews. This is a show that I've wanted to do for a little while because it seems like a nice quick way to get out my opinions on cards in Hearthstone. I really enjoy playing Hearthstone, so why not? It seems like a good mix, and let's try it out. So the first card we are going to do today is Onyxia, because that was the first legendary I ever got, and in my opinion, it's one of the best legendaries for a couple different reasons. So let's get right into it, shall we? Onyxia is a 9-cost minion that summons an 8/8 dragon and fills your entire side of the board with 1/1 whelps. This card is extremely good because it summons both a really powerful creature and a bunch of 1/1 weenies. So what that does more often than not is it forces your opponent to either deal with the 8/8 Onyxia or deal with all the 1/1 whelps. They generally can't do both in the same turn. Therefore, you're getting a lot of value out of this card right out of the gate, and you're guaranteed to do at least some damage. Where Onyxia really shines, in my opinion, is when it's used alongside with buff cards. So if you throw down an Onyxia and have your entire board filled with whelps, and your opponent decides to kill the Onyxia, then if you play something like a Stormwind Champion next turn, that buffs every whelp you have to a 2/2, so you're potentially doing about 12 damage with those whelps. Not only is that double the power of a fireball, but it's usually late game when you can play Onyxia, so your opponent generally has lower health, so a lot of the time it can result in you getting the win. Onyxia is most commonly found in a druid deck because it has synergy with cards like Soul of the Forest and Bloodlust. Soul of the Forest gives your minions a death rattle which summons a 2/2 treant whenever one of them dies. So basically that means that every time your opponent kills a whelp, they're actually buffing it because you get a 2/2 minion out of that 1/1. Whereas Bloodlust is a card that gives every character on your side of the field +3 attack for that turn. As you can probably figure out, giving everything +3 when you potentially have an entire board filled with creatures is pretty insane. Something I'm really tempted to try, but haven't yet, is bringing out Onyxia after you already have a Knife Juggler on the field. Because every time Onyxia summons a whelp, it's going to activate Knife Juggler's ability. So you potentially are doing 6 extra random damage from that Knife Juggler by bringing out Onyxia, which is hopefully either going to clear the board of enemy minions, or it's going to do some serious damage to the enemy, and then next turn you can finish him off with Onyxia. Personally, I used Onyxia on my mage deck because I found that using my removal spells the turn before I play Onyxia was a great idea, because then it ensures that I have a generally clear board so my whelps don't instantly die. And since in my mage deck I had a lot of cards such as like the Stormwind Champion that buff the attack on different minions, I found that playing that card the turn after playing Onyxia was generally the way to win a match, because buffing all of your whelps to 2/1 and your Onyxia to a 9/8, it generally ensures that you're either going to get the win, or in the worst case, you're going to completely wipe the board of any enemy minions. All in all, I think that Onyxia is one of the best cards you can get in a mage or a druid deck. You just get so much value out of it. The enemy player, they can't kill both Onyxia and all of the whelps in one turn. It's a great value, and it's one of my favorite legendary cards, so I highly recommend shoving it into your druid deck or your mage deck if you really want some extreme power late game that's going to completely turn the tide of the battle. Those are my thoughts. If you guys have a suggestion for another card you'd like me to overview, then put it down in the comments below. And if you have any other suggestions on how to use Onyxia, also put them down there, because I would love to read and figure out new things, because I like learning stuff about the game. I am PattyJack. I will see you guys next time. Peace out.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, I would be super appreciative, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because then you can see all the other awesome content I make. If you want to go find that content, there's a bunch of playlists down in the description for you. Anyways, sounds like I got some dragon slaying to do. Patty out!